Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage for this, the Champion of 2022 episode. Today we have got the 4 champions of 2022, or the 4 champion cars, racing off against each other to face off against the gentleman that's in my left, Mr. Keldon Raven, and the champion of 2021, the champion of champions. So the format will be as follows: 4 cars, 4 races, rotating around one place. Then there will be a best of 5 head-to-head between Keldon and whoever wins that. But before we get started, there has been some drama, and that drama was at the end of the Star Wars Shootout. So the winner of the Star Wars Shootout, as everybody should be aware by now, was the V-Man in the Ray car, but our old friend the Comish in the Darth Vader's car says, well, it's not fair that there's 6 cars going at once. If it was 4 cars I would have won. It's not fair that people pulling over caused me so that I didn't win. So him and the V-Man have been going back and forth, which has resulted in a grudge race. So Darth Vader car, the Comish in the Darth Vader car has pulled out the V-Man in the Ray car, which is why we don't have anybody on site today, because this could get messy. We have got full safety teams here. Also, track sponsors today are not laid out how they normally would be, because we have a number of the track sponsors racing today, so we didn't think it's fair to let any one person be the episode sponsor. So they've all been arranged slightly differently to normal. That being said, we'll get down to the track overview. We will then get the 4 cars up to the line, and we'll get down to the racing at that point in time. So you can see here John and Modelmatic standing with the track owner, the Flying Fenman. There's Keldon Raven. There's Cuboid, who is driving the black Mustang from the team's competition, which Hakari Rin, the guy stood beside him, took to the win. But because Hakari can't drive 2 cars at once, he's asked Cuboid to drive that, as he was another member of the team. I mean, the Flying Fenman was also a member of the team, but Cuboid recently, in his car Crockett Tub, won the King of the Season and the King of Kings for A11 Outlaws, so he's there. So we've got the black Mustang, we've got the silver Audi RS2 from the estate car Shootout. We have got Patty Kakes in her white Dodge custom van from the van Shootout, and then we've got micro racer Abbi back in the Corgi Ferrari. But before that, these 2 will get up at the line, which is the Ray car and the Darth Vader car. Keldon Raven has volunteered to be finish line marshal like he does at 11 Outlaws. The track is fairly empty. We have got the support teams here. Yeah, so this is what we've done this time for the sponsors, so that no one sponsor is ahead of the others or below the others. Everything's ready down at the finish line. We'll get these guys moved over and we'll get these guys up to the line. So Keldon is down at the line. They're lined up in their starting positions, ready to move up to the lane. And the Darth Vader and Ray car are up the line, the Comish and the V-Man. So because the Comish and Darth Vader called out the V-Man and Ray, the V-Man had the choice of line. He chose the blue. And Comish said, great, because I wanted red anyway. So we'll get down to the first of the potentially 5 races. So it's best of first 1 to 3. So it's best of 5. Here we are, set up the line for the first of the grudge races. You have got the V-Man in the Ray car on the blue lane, and you have got the Comish in the Darth Vader car on the red. 3, 2, 1, race. And the Comish gets the first one So it's 1-0 to the Comish in the Darth Vader car. They're in the wrong lanes, so they need to get switched over. I don't know whether that's a little bit cheating by the Comish there, but yeah, they need to get switched over. One sec. Right, they're now in the right lanes. Grudge Race. Darth Vader 1 up. Race 2. 3, 2, 1, race. And Darth Vader flips it on the corner. Darth Vader flips it on the corner, and Ray gets 1 win to even it up. 1 apiece. Darth Vader back on his preferred red lane. Ray back on his preferred blue lane. Grudge Race, race 3. 3, 2, 1, race. Ray gets a jump, and it's very close, but it's now 2-1 up to Ray. That's 2-1 up to Ray. And the last time that Darth Vader went on this race, he flipped it lane. He flipped it over because he was going that fast. Anyway, here we go. Grudge Race, race 4. Ray 2-1 up. Come on, Vader. 3, 2, 1, race. Very close. Vader cuts Ray off, and then so close at the line, but it is Vader just at the line. 2 apiece. Back on their initial starting lanes, their favoured lanes. 3, 2, 1, race. And Ray cuts Vader off. Vader's not going to be happy, but we're just going to go for a reset. 3, 2, 1, race. And Ray gets it. Ray got the legs on it this time, so it was 3-2. Ray beat Vader 3-2. Hopefully that will settle things now. Now we can get down to the actual racing for today. Champions of 2022 Race 1. Sees on the front of the blue lane is Cuboid in the black Mustang from the teams competition. Behind that is Micro Racer Abbi in the red Ferrari from the top-down Shootout. On the front of the red lane is Hakari Rin in the Audi RS2 from the estate car Shootout, and behind that is the white van of Patty Kakes from the van Shootout. 3, 2, 1, race. Black, silver, and the other 2 have failed to finish. Moving on to race 2, and it sees the ladies on the blue lane and the men on the red lane. On the front of the blue lane is the red car of Micro Racer Abbi, and behind that is the white van of Patty Kakes. On the red lane at the front is Cuboid in the black car and Hakari Rin in the silver car. 3, 2, 1, race. Black, red, and the other 2 have failed to finish. Race 3 sees the ladies on the front and the gentlemen on the back. On the front of the blue lane is Patty Kakes in the white van. Behind that is the silver car of Hakari. On the red lane at the front is the red car of Micro Racer Abbi, and behind that the black car of Cuboid. 3, 2, 1, race. Red is the only one to finish. So race 4, and it's a 2-horse race, and both of them are in the rear. So as it stands, Cuboid in the black car is on 10, Micro Racer Abbi in the red Ferrari is on 8, Hakari in the silver Audi is on 3, and Patty Kakes in the white van is on 0 points currently. The men are on the blue lane, the ladies are on the red. Hakari is in the front with the silver car, Cuboid is in the rear with the black, And on the red lane, you've got Patty Kakes in the front in the white van, and the red Ferrari of micro racer Abbi is in the rear. 3, 2, 1, race. Silver, black, white, red. Cuboid gets his second win as a champion of champions, or as a championship win, in the black Mustang. Micro racer Abbi was second. Hakari in the silver car was third, and Patty Kakes was the wooden spoon with the white van. But for the champions race off, so the champion of 22 versus the champion of 2021, Cuboid said, Hakari, it's your car. You should race your boss. So Hakari is going to be racing the black Mustang against Keldon Raven. Let's just get that moved round. The flying fenman is down at the finish line to adjudicate even. And we're now back to another best of 5. Keldon Raven in his silver Porsche, the champion of 2021, or the champion of champions 2021, against Hakari Rin in his champion of champions 2022 black Mustang. Be interesting to see which of these two cars is faster. The silver car lost to my White Lotus earlier this year, so it may be that if the Mustang wins out, I might have to see whether my Lotus is as fast or faster than the black Mustang, but we will see. Right, let's get down to that. So here they are up at this line for the champion off, the champion of 21 versus the champion of 2022. The black Ford Mustang of Hakari Rin on the blue lane, the silver Porsche of Keldon Raven on the red, and the fact that Hakari works for Keldon will not stop either of them putting it down. In fact, it will probably make it more vicious. Anyway, championship race, race 1, 3, 2, 1, race. Hakari gets the lead and Keldon spins it out part way down. Keldon on the blue lane, Hakari on the red. 3, 2, 1, race. And Keldon spins it out again, but does get across the line this time. Hakari, that's 2 straight wins. So if Keldon does not win this next one, then he will have Hakari will have won in 3 straight wins. The black car is Hakari Rin on the blue lane, 2-0 up. The silver car is Keldon Raven on the red lane. Has to win this to stay in it. 3, 2, 1, race. And Keldon does it. Keldon pulls it back. It is now 2-1 and switching so that Keldon will be back on the blue lane. Keldon on the blue lane, Hakari on the red lane. It's 2-1 up to Hakari, so if Hakari wins this, he's taken it. Keldon needs to win this to square it and push it to that final 5th decider. 3, 2, 1, race. Oh, and nobody's got across the line. We will go for a full reset. 3, 2, 1, race. And Keldon's got it. Hakari flipped it round. It's 2 apiece to the final decider. I didn't see that happening. After the first 2 races, I thought that Hakari and the Mustang had got it. Anyway, moving on to race 5. Here we go for race 5, our final race of the day. And Hakari Rin is in the black Mustang on the blue lane. Keldon Raven is in the silver Porsche on the red lane. Good luck to you both. 3, 2, 1, race. And Hakari takes it. yet another awesome day's racing here at Vulcan Raceway, and the wing over yet again provides. It started off with the Grudge Race, which went to all 5. Then we had the championship, where Cuboid to my right drove the black Mustang excellently to actually finish off and to win the champion of 2022. The first champion car of 2022 was the overall champion car of 2022. Then Hakari got back in the seat, reset it because he's a little bit different size to Cuboid, and went up against his boss, Keldon, the champion of 2021 in the Silver Porsche. And that again went to 5 races. All of these drivers putting down their all, as they always do. Well, folks, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Next week, we're back to the Beetle Shootout, sponsored by Keldon at Raven Customs. Please don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment and subscribe, and please do share to Facebook groups.